episode of the Leadership Diaries. My name is Ruth Banda, and I am your host for the Leadership Diaries. You can catch us on channel 456 Topstar, and we'll be airing every Friday at 12 hours on TBN Zambia Facebook, and repeats will be on 17 hours every Saturday. Today we have our host, Mr. Charles Ovio Sampa. So Mr. Charles is a Zambian entrepreneur, business development strategic and consultant with over a decade experience supporting businesses in compliance, growth, and strategic development. He is the co-founder and director of Elijos Innovation, where he works with businesses to strengthen their operations and unlock sustainable growth. Passionate about leadership and entrepreneurship, Charles is committed to empowering individuals and organizations through practical insights and ethical leadership and innovation. He is dedicated to inspiring a new generation of purpose-driven leaders who create lasting impact in business and society. Good morning, Mr. Charles.
Morning, thanks, Ruth. How are you?
Fine, thank you. So, Mr. Charles, tell us more about what you do.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Sure.
I think, as you put it in the preamble, I'm just a passionate guy about leadership and business. I believe that everything can be better. There's a difference between potential and applying that potential. Every business, every individual, every society has tremendous potential for achieving more, and people like me come in now to help actualize that potential.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so in everything, a little thing is a big thing hidden. And I believe that there are eyes that can see that and make sure that we make strengthen and structure things and individuals to actually realize that potential. So that's what I do for a living, and I ask the important questions around that.
Oh, yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
I know, that's very good. Why do you think businesses fail in Zambia?
That's a very big question, and I hope I won't be sued for this, but we tell the truth as it is.
Oh, yes.
First of all, let's begin with the rules and regulations that surround businesses. I feel businesses in Zambia are first of all suffocated by high maintenance costs and a sophisticated registration process. Yeah, I'm an advocate where that we can come to a point in Zambia where you just take one single step, they ask you what business you want to do, and you have more of one license that provides for everything. So, but what's important is the businessman or the businesswoman. Many people don't know what business they are in. They don't study the industry. They don't understand. They just follow passion, which is not even theirs. It's something else to be passionate about a business idea, but it's another thing for that passion to be profitable. You can be passionate about a wrong thing in the wrong environment.
So then how can you know that this business is the correct business that you have to do, that you have to partake? And how can you tell to say, I'm being passionate for the wrong
For
thing?
the wrong thing, okay.
Yes.
Being truthful to yourself is very important.
Sure.
Businesses come from natural ability, first of all. Don't do a business that will take away your freedom, that will take away yourself from you. For example, I know that I live and feed by my mouth. So every business I do involves me talking. Even if I'm not the one ahead of that business, I have people around me. We are in the talking business because the strength is that I talk. How do you know? Look within you, what moves you, but also away from that, it's compassion. You know, if somebody goes to a place like me, when I go to your chain stores, when I go to your companies, I'm turned down when people don't treat customers well. People who don't keep eye contact, people who don't care about customers,
They're
I'll
always
make
in a
money off
hurry.
you. Yeah.
Yes.
Because for me, I'm passionate about people. I believe every individual is valuable. This is why I'm in customer service, customer care service. So whatever I do evolves around that. So you see, I'm practically telling you what type of businesses I'm involved in, they all come back to my strength. So it's not a one man's show, but it can be a premise of the birth of your business. Now you create structures after that. So we'll come to that at another level.
Oh, yes. So, in the biography I've just read, we've heard that you're a tax consultant.
Yes, please.
What made you decide to be a tax consultant?
Okay, interesting. It's because taxes are complex.
Oh, yes.
They become easier as you practice for a long time. I have a background of I come from a family of bankers on my mom's side, bankers, tax guys, and so on. So I followed through. I did accounts in school. I did economics and finance at some point, and so taxes is one major thing that kills businesses. By the way,
Oh, yes.
you find that many businesses register with the tax authorities, Zambia Revenue Authority, for example, in our country. They're not filing their taxes. They don't even understand what taxes. Taxes can suffocate you if you don't understand. Taxes build national development. They drive national development. But if you don't understand them as a business, they can kill you. They can sabotage everything. So I just decided that, look, I'm one of the people that were blessed to have interest in taxes because I love business. And I was asking myself, what is the major thing that kills businesses? And I realized taxes kill businesses. Lack of understanding of taxes.
And that's the thing, because many young people, there are many business owners, they find tax compliance very confusing and stressful.
Yes.
At the end of the day, they'll start their business quite okay. It will start thriving, but when the council starts moving around,
Then they are
it
in
becomes
problems.
something
Yeah.
else. So how would you help such a person?
Yeah, so where I'm going with the story is this is where we come in as consultants. We understand the regulator, but we also understand the businesswoman.
Oh, yes.
Mistakes are very expensive, and not everybody comes out alive, including businesses. Not every business comes out alive of certain mistakes, but tax mistakes are always deadly. So we make sure that, because like something that I must mention, we help businesses at different levels. So there are businesses we help to register. So before we register a business, it's not about how much they're giving us as our token. We ask you to make sure we understand that you understand the business. If you don't, we'll slow you down, give you options, as well as help you know what taxes are right for you. And tax is a good thing. It's something you can even use to make your wealth. It's a good portfolio. When you pay your taxes well, even banks look at that before they can lend you some money. It's responsibility. Even in the Bible, taxes were there. Give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. But if not understood, then it's crazy. So we help businesses by providing tax information. There's a lot of information out there, but it may be complex for the layman out there. Let's talk about guys pakantemba. All he knows is ngukudisa chema sweets and think about it. Those guys make money. That's why tuntembas still survive up to now.
Oh, yes.
But it's our job now to come in and help them understand that it's not just about you having an income. There's a nation to be built. And how do nations get built? Taxes are one of the key things. So how do you pay your tax to the extent that it doesn't kill you? So how do you correctly pay the correct tax and on time? What are the deadlines? Yes, information is out there, but it's very complicated. People don't have a time. A businessman out there today, a businesswoman will not have all the time to study tax 101.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The others, actually, they're not even educated. Then
That's the
they
thing.
start
Yeah.
their businesses. Earlier, you mentioned to say you grew up with a family where there are bankers.
Yes.
Does it mean you grew up as a rich kid or something? Where did you start from?
I'm a mixed kid. That's wow. I didn't expect that one. It's crazy. Yeah.
Sure.
So born in Dollar to a mine police officer. My dad was a mine police officer. My mom trained as a nurse. Then we moved to Lusaka. Yeah. So most of these bankers I referred to here are mom's young brothers
Oh,
that ended up mentoring me.
oh.
So, but I was very close to. Yeah, all of them were close, but there's one that we really got close to, and he ran tax consultant apart from banking, and I was his errands boy. He would send me to do things here and there. But life, growing up, well, balanced life, good life, ngalanda twalichula sana nishinabepa but ngalanda tatwachulire nishinabepa
Mwabepa.
yeah so yali
mwalife
kosero
pakati.
kofe ine nari believer it had self-made irashtika but sometimes it's an insult to people who gave you a platform. Be real where you got help.
Yes.
Yeah, so not every day was Sunday. Some days were rainy, some days were sunny. I come from a balanced culture, but I suffered. That's the truth. We might not go in details, but I had times of luck, and it's that luck. I've hated poverty. I've hated luck. This is where I am where I am today.
So
I've suffered several times, big time.
So did you at any point feel like quitting?
Every day.
Every
Yesterday.
day? What made you stay?
Yesterday was a holiday practically, okay? Everybody was home. I was there busy consulting for a firm. No, what made me stay is a passion. I love what I do, but I also know that if I don't do what I do, somebody's livelihood will go down. Every business owner that we consult for has got families to feed. Do you know how big of a blessing business is? You cannot inherit your parents' position at work, but you can inherit their business.
Or their wealth.
Or their wealth through that way. Now, listen, these guys are keeping people. Imagine ZRA closes such a business. What happens to the 40 employees? What happens to the 3 employees? How many families do those employees feed? How many members? You see, business is a complex thing. That's why I can't quit, because I believe national development begins from entrepreneurship. Yes.
No, that's very true. So, have you ever failed in your business?
Yes, the first major fail is that same man that mentored me, we did a very wrong business. Both of us knew that wasn't the business to start at the point. But somehow
But
we
you still
convinced
started
each other
it.
and started, and it felt so bad. We actually lost our relationship for a year. It was bitter.
With your mentor?
Yes, it was bad.
Ah.
It was bad. And being the guy in the country, he's outside. At the time, he was not around. I was here running the business here, with all this, so my young man is a consultant, whatever. We help other businesses, and our business failed. It was crazy.
So it just closed, or maybe it has been...
No, it failed. Losses. We miscalculated everything because I thought I knew it all, and I didn't do... the thing is, intuition is everything. When you feel like this is not the business, do it. So just because it comes from your mentor doesn't mean it's right.
Oh, yeah.
The relationship should be balanced to an extent where you tell them, you know what, I don't think I can participate. Maybe look for somebody who can run this thing. But you know how maturity works. We after a few years, we both sat down and both of us knew that this wasn't the business, but we decided to do it. Yeah, so it's not the only business I've failed. In fact, I have more failed businesses than successful businesses. The failure was deep, but the success is better. I failed more, and I love failing because I've learned many lessons. This is why I can help somebody not to fail a business, because I have failed in business several times.
Several times.
Yes.
So what are some of the lessons you can teach the young people viewing, business owners that are outside there viewing?
Okay. Business, like I said, you might have passion in the wrong field. But just because a field is not celebrated in the territory does not make it a wrong field for that territory for that particular field. Maybe you're the one to be the trailblazer. Keep pushing. There are things that some of us did. I was one of the first young TV presenters in the nation. I had shows, and we thought those shows would be generational. No, we just paved ways for you guys. Today, I'm not even known anywhere in those circles. Only my generation will say, "Oh, Sampa was a young man on TV." You understand such things. It's such selflessness that a visionary in business should see. So, keep pushing wherever you are. Study hard. Your business environment should be known inside and outside. Have business information, and take on mentors. There are 2 ways to learn: mistakes and mentors.
Mistakes and mentors.
Many people don't survive mistakes. People have died. But mentors, you are learning through somebody's experiences. You are learning through somebody's scars. You don't need the scars necessarily. You look at your mentor's scars and you're like, hey, I'm not touching that.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah, so just keep pushing and be passionate about it. Get the education you need. And education is not just about a classroom. It's the seminars, it's business coaches, it's consultants like ourselves sitting you down and be open like a check. Let people talk to you. Don't come to a level where people can't talk to you. I'm not as big. This is not what I want for my life, but I still listen. Look, here's the point. I have a lot of people that are doing way better than me in the world. I'm okay with that fact. But I also have a lot of people that are not doing well. What is my responsibility? Learn from those that are doing very well. Collaborate with those that are on my level up there, but also embrace those that are coming. So it's that balance. That's how business is. No matter how much you think you're worth, my guy, there'll be somebody better. There'll be somebody bigger in every industry. So it's not about chipante-pante. You need to know your game properly. I move at my own pace.
Oh, yeah.
FYI. Nakwira yangu naisha motoka, I'm the same me.
As long as you deliver.
Yes,
You've
that's the
helped
way it is.
someone.
That's
You
the way
have
it is.
done what you
Yeah.
feel is correct for.
I'm quiet.
for
The
you.
paycheck never comes every day. There are days we work, you put in your money. I think I was telling you back, don't say.
Oh,
You put everything you can. And sometimes the businesses where you put in a lot of money is where nothing comes. They're a lesson. So young man, young lady, even old lady, old man, business irachena. Walandati, before it's profitable business, it attempts to kill you. So
Before you could even feel.
yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people have gone into depression. A lot of people have gone into whatever. But just speak up yourself. It's failure. But creative failure is a difference. You know, creative failure is not like walishwata papa de bembwa. Opo pita every day kusoma. No, that's been dumb. That's foolishness now. But creative failure means, okay, I want to go, but there's one way. What do I do? Maybe get some bones and feed the dog or change.
You
Put in
distract the
yeah,
dog.
that's how creative failure works. You know, why did I fail this time? Okay, I think I didn't look at these numbers. Next time, let me look at those numbers. But even that next time, maybe there's another part of business you're not looking at. When you put all this together, it gives you creative failure and persistence. Now you persist. Mupama pama atulire ngoma muntu
Atulire
wange.
ngoma.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I heard you spoke about environment. Do you think your environment prepared you for the person you are now today?
My environment both prepared me and disadvantaged me.
How so?
Which one do I start with? Okay, let me talk about the advantage.
Okay.
The advantage is that I was exposed to credible people that I looked up to. Say, wow, my uncle has it. My big man there is doing whatever he can,
More
drive
like you
whatever
had
he
the role
wants.
model and inspiration.
Yes, like wow, if that man can do it, I can do it better.
Do it better.
On the other hand, if I wasn't careful, I was gonna be like them. Exactly, and that's failure. You know, at some point, I was at crossroads. I wanted to do some course in banking because I was working with my uncle. You see the path.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but my passion is this media, all that stuff, talking to people. But if I studied what I wanted to study, I would be a background banker. Do you understand? In the background, some
In the
big
background.
banker making decisions behind those guys that you really don't see. Not PR banking. That wasn't the idea. At some point, I lost it. I was thinking I would be this guy. But the same uncle, after a promotion in some bank, he told me he was quitting. I was shocked. He showed me the offer letter. Man, big money.
Why did
So I was also thinking, it's like, dude, why are you quitting? He said, I want my freedom now. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, I've always told you, for me, if you're going to choose between business and school, always go for business. Both are assets, but business is a bigger asset. You can always do school to complement the business. Unless if the only option that is there is school. Today, where he is, he's a big businessman. Is he a banker? No. He's doing something else. You want to know what he's doing?
What is he doing?
He has a landscaping business and building. He's into construction in some country and is getting better than
He's
many
not even
bankers.
in Zambia.
No. He's been gone for a long time.
Okay.
So environment, you know what that does? Over here, as a banker, you earn more than somebody who is doing that type of business. But where he is, he discerned the environment. That's what is working in his time. So he worked for the bank. Maybe 2 years after that, wherever he was at a senior level, he got bored. You know about something about interests? If you don't go for huge passion, the point is you'll be bored one day.
You'll be bored.
Be you. So do you. I realized, look, Ko accounting kun mak background takwa kuranda na FPP and atemo kuranda and so I paused. He told me, young man, I'm not deciding your future, but I want you to really think about this decision. So I've never regretted the path that I took. This is where I registered my small business that time, which also failed. But every client that I have came from that failed business, by the way. The mistakes and the lessons I learned from there.
So this means the business didn't actually fail because you have some people from the same
You're
business.
catching it. You're catching it. So business will not be profitable the first day you try. You know, some of us were rushing into bank accounts. That's what failed the business. Because we thought, if you pitch, you send your pitch, they'll ask you, where's your bank account? That's the thinking I had. That's all the information I was exposed to. Now thinking, I'm coming from bankers. To me, a bank was a big thing. It was like an idol. So a bank account was something huge.
You have a bank account, then you're a big man.
Yeah. So, and now you need to align everything around your business and what you like. Now let me share it this way. I hope you allow me.
Sure.
What is success? Before we talk about business success. Success is simply the achievement of your goals. How do you picture your life ultimately? You know, I always plan from the end and I start going backwards. It's easier for me. I pictured how much time I needed with my kids. This is way before I was married. I needed to be a present dad. Because my dad was busy, I didn't really have a present dad. And I was not even measuring against him. It was just about me, what I need, what works for me. I burn out doing the same thing. I get bored because I'm a creative guy. So I was thinking, look, kunchito every day, I'm not the guy. Okay, if there was a job where I could go every day, what can I enjoy? So I was picturing all that. What do I want to drive? What do I want to build? What do I want to invest in? And then I asked myself the other important question. What does it take for me to have this? How much am I earning at this point to finance these assets and to help them? You know, what working capital do I need? So you know, it's all that. Then you begin to plan bit by bit. So where I was going is that determined the choice of the woman I've married, and what I really needed in the woman. Do I have failed relationships? Absolutely. You cannot judge the first time you see something.
Oh, yes.
So, experiment, but be careful. Some things cannot be too much experimented because business has to have a level of credibility. How is a consultant without a story? Why do you want to teach me about how not to fail a business when you have not, first of all, succeeded in business? Worse off, you've not even failed a business or learned.
You've not yet even started one.
These words sometimes are very much abused, and sometimes they look at my age. Now at least I'm looking old. Now I'm old. But those days when I started, I'm a business consultant, like, no, nika motivation talker, you know, all that stuff.
Oh my God.
You know, they look down on you, but there's nothing wrong with motivation speakers. There's nothing wrong with consultants, but it's the abuse of the people that call themselves that and the big blunders that they've made. But understanding yourself, building that way, coming and setting your goals, that's success in my own skin, in other words. This is why you drive better today, you will build better. What is better? That's according to your competition.
Oh, yes.
If mine is 3 rooms, office space, and that's my target, then you do 20. I'm not comparing yourself with me. 20 is your goal. My goal is 3. So if I do 2, I do close to my 3.
Yeah, closer to
That's how I am. That's how I look at life. And I tell my clients and I tell people that I interact with, you need to have your own race. That's the way it is. You're competing against your own time. You're competing against yourself, against your goals. That's very healthy. It has helped me to stay alive. I'm a big bill. Just take your time. So I've always checked myself. This is where I'll tell you. Yeah, but yes, I was not as a consultant, but because I'm passionate about marketing. You know, business development sometimes goes hand in hand with marketing.
With marketing, yes.
Yeah, so I had a very nice job, very powerful job somewhere. Finance is flowing. I'm like, hey, time you could pay. You know, and top and everything. But that's a time I also felt like, you know what, I think I'm kind of betraying my business. As long as I'm pushing another man's dream, thank God for the money, but I think I need time to. When I left, I thought I planned everything well, man.
Then
The baby was born and square zero month one, the things were rough. But the creativity that is paying us today, between me and my wife, who is my senior partner, by the way. She's Ellie. The Ellie Josh is from Ellie. Josh is our firstborn son.
Oh, okay.
We named the company through that vision, but also from the suffering.
Oh, I see.
Man, the only client we had is a faithful client that I got from my first business.
For the first business.
And our income was 500 kwacha. And now, every month, there's a baby. I have a wife. Yes, savings. You think, but this guy doesn't have savings. Go.
You
Kuri
save.
filanga murido, kuri ama wedding, kuri inshi, kuri ukuria, kuri ama craving, kuri omfa. Shirapwa. Ila that, and I encourage people, save for 3 months at least. Something can sustain you. Life cannot 3 months sitting. Reality, inflation, inshi, mundwandi. 5 zare wikara mungandea shingoko, maybe 6 or 5 times that, nefipewa kwatate tuyo kanda kanono. Valandrodi okay urawepa kwa advance but vamona months yapita vambo kusheta na wena muntu wandirenda shana. But we were never shaken. The biggest breakthrough came from that lowest moment because we were planning. My wife has a very favorite saying, and that's the anchor, that's the motto of our company. She says success is implementing goals. Just implement your goals.
Then
Take action and action, you'll succeed. We knocked, we pitched, and things happened. You know how crazy it is? When you don't have a client, but when you begin to have clients, others, you won't even knock on their doors. They'll just come. Credibility.
They'll actually come to knock on your door.
Because they heard and they can see what you're doing. Even if it's their competitor you're serving, they want you to serve them so that they can beat that competitor. And that's how it's always been. And it's been a huge blessing. We've had a good board. We have good people that are accountants. We have lawyers in the circle. These are wonderful people that without them, we can't make it. So it's not about a one-man centered show. No, our business is whole round. We are partners. It's a partnership and it works very well. Thank you to you, our business partners. You're doing a good job. Our lawyers, our accountants, our management consultants. You guys are a blessing. Our salespeople. These are the guys that move everything. It's just a system. Ndipano, but tafirero for fire bomba. So, I hope that is inspiring enough to somebody.
It is.
Kukulomba drinks or whatever drink ya 12 kwacha and they wapa shop wa marwandiza. Wa mbikile po 2 kwacha nshwa madam barefo ka drink na wa kwa craving from nowhere. Barefo ka wari day.
Barefo afi drink.
Tawo ko etefye fira shupa. And you know how crazy society is. Society gives you a label. If you're not careful, you begin to believe that label. That you can't do certain jobs. You can't do certain if you ingina mwana.
Yeah,
Nari pondra ka bus karine naishwa kulanda so ndapondra kona ka bus. Umunandi day night mpondra bus yamwe ko ndeanga. But karine ngandeanga na reka ko padona mwe conductor wako boy namshitira ko fime inshallah ndepundira for fun. He thought I was there for jokes that day, but I really needed at least a 50 kwacha. He ended up giving me a 10 kwacha in jokes for the drink I needed, but I was short with 2 kwacha. The Rwandese man after the whole day is the one who put the extra 2 kwacha because he loved me, and I used to buy things
from him. Oh yeah.
I won. That is true.
I'm a business leader. What are you? Ni wonse fie.
Ni story ngisha mapa ba business. I have a punch.
So you mentioned to say when you're a young man, you'd go out there to pitch your business and whatnot. Then the responses you're getting, maybe you mentioned to say, Limbiba Movalela Ndafia. Motivation speaker.
Consultant.
So do you think if you want to thrive in your business, there's a certain age you need to start for you to because now that's when you go there, they look at you and say, this one, we've passed there, we've been there. You're just trying to, Others are age stereotypic. So how do you think there's a certain age or maybe anyone can thrive?
It's one wonderful word that came out of your mouth. Stereotypic. Stereotypes. You look at my skin color, you look at my height, everybody will judge you based on what they feel like. The earlier the better. Ati the early bird catches the worm. Barasika kumia sikowa beota ati ngawa sanga pare kapama. You catch the worm and the kapama catches you. But listen.
At least you tried.
Start young. The risk appetite is more when you're younger. There are things that become part of you, like habits, knowing how to pitch, making your mistakes. When you're younger, no family, if you can go at 0 to whatever buzzer, it's easier. When family starts getting there, it's never easy. Now, I'm not just a businessman out there. I'm a family man. You can imagine the dynamics. I want to come for this interview. The next thing, my wife needs a hand with the baby because the baby feels like it's daddy's time. I don't want mommy. So, things that are a blessing when you are young, utilize them while you can. Things change when you get here. And I'm not saying business suffers because of marriage, but I'm just talking about the differences, the dynamics. Thank you. So start young because you learn quite a lot and you have the energy for it. As a young man, where I was presenting shows as a TV guy, I would walk back and forth, to and fro, Saturday to Saturday, Sunday to Sunday, nari energetic. Tell me to walk the same distance today. Nshiri mukote, but first of all, my timetable won't allow.
Your schedules.
Yes.
Very.
You understand? How do I pick now I'm a junk my phone nowadays. How do I pick a long phone come road? You understand? So start young, make your mistakes, do it while you can. Joseph in the Bible, the boy was 17, God gave him a promise. The time he was 30, he was already wired. Prison, temptation. That's why Joseph didn't mess up when he was there. He was mature enough because Ari Capitamo. And there are a lot of businesses. Do you know that right now, that we have a very good opportunity for young people to be believed because of social media. You are the ones that are driving the things right now.
Oh, yes.
People on certain platforms are the ones who are making more money than somebody who is sitting in the office. Shows like yours are selling more than what we used to do in our time. So it's very different. Understand the time, understand the technology, and move with it. Young people, there's never been an exciting time like this in history. Exciting times are getting better and better. You guys have AI, you guys have different things. Man, what a time to be alive. I'm glad I'm still young at heart. And I'm utilizing some of these things.
And you still have the passion to go
to
do more.
If I'm talking to my son, Joshua, our firstborn, what is my thought towards the young man? Yes, I'll give him the school he needs, not education, but school. Okay. School that he needs for him to socialize, to learn several things. But I'll look at his interest and form a business around that. How come nowadays Takuriat Banda and Sons, these are the businesses, huge businesses that you see. These conglomerates come from families. I believe families should own businesses because families are business entities to begin with. I believe in generational businesses, and that's what we are trying to build. If he wants to be a doctor, he can be a doctor and a management consultant with the correct mentoring. One thing he goes to school for, the other thing we give him because it's in the DNA and we mentor him well. I was mentored well. This is why I'm here. Up to now, I'm still being mentored. The works that we do in media, by the way, we consult for media as well.
Okay.
It's because of people like the great Master Chimbala. Every time I'm with him, I'm learning, I'm doing deals with him and things like that. He's passing on the baton. Tomorrow, Master won't be around. Guess who will be around? Charles will be around. So that's what gives you all this credibility you need. So be around people that you admire. It's not for the money. Don't rush to say boss in Perenco. That's what kills us as young people. I know but sometimes just learn. Remember, your mentor really doesn't have nothing to lose.
Oh, yes.
You have everything to lose if he kicks you. And you have everything to learn at the end of the day. So be there, serve them. Let these men and women shape you, then everything will be okay. Let them believe you. It's different when you go, tima chako taxi, or it's different when he says, I'm sending Charles your way. He's very brilliant with taxes. You will love this guy. Even if I'm a dandahead, my friend, just that authority, that credibility gives me business. They're giving me business not because
already
of my
the person on the phone call
Yes.
already trusts you before even seeing you. No, that's very interesting.
So start young. Find that voice who can pave the way for you. Joshua is coming. Jericho, watch out. Who is talking? Moses. He's already parted the Red Sea. He's already done it big.
Do you think the state is doing well for, or is doing something for the young leaders, business owners, or is not doing enough? Oh yes, let me phrase it like this. Do you think the state is doing enough for the young leaders, the business owners, or maybe it's the people themselves that needs to change their approach to the business?
Marankaksha, but thank you for this opportunity. And I hope somebody in government is listening as we're going to the polls and afterwards.
Sure.
It's a very balanced and healthy environment we have. Those words don't go.
And healthy.
Yes. The thing is, there are good policies on paper.
Okay.
But I feel like in every government, and I'm not just saying this government or the next one or the past, you've noticed how everybody accuses the government, say, "Pasa makada."
Oh yeah.
It's not because they're doing it, it's because they are making it look like that. You understand the difference?
Yes.
So to the government, to the state, I think you're making it look like that, and people are convinced, even if you're not doing it. So maybe make it more transparent. Show us step by step how your environment is enabling. It's not about making the taxes cheaper. That's not my point. It's let people who feel like they don't have a connection apply for that loan and it goes through. Not those who feel like they belong to a group and whatever. Entrepreneurship sometimes is an individual spirit. It's not really about team playing the whole time. There are lone guys that, like the tech guys, they don't want to be around groups. They just want to be there. But how easily can that tech guy find the funding when the papers are right? I know the government always says, no, imewafana mwina maloni or mudibema structures. There are a lot of people with structures who've been applying for even Masisi and why. It's been booky. It's wild. So make it easy. It's so sophisticated. For me, a system that is sophisticated does not help anybody. It's not that it's not available. The sophistication makes it worse. How can you tell me to bring 10 years of experience and I'm just starting off? Does it mean that people with experience have wisdom? No. There are prostitutes who still die because of their experience. They are in prostitution. A wrong experience. Yes. A spade is a spade with me. A fork is a fork. I have people who gave us opportunities not because we had papers. I remember that big job I was telling you about, which paid me really well. It's not because of the paper. The one who interviewed me, the CEO, did not even care about my papers. He just told me, can you sell? Yes. Are you sure? What numbers are you going to bring? I promised him and I overdo it. And he paid me well. That's my approach towards life. Do we need people with papers? Yes. All my accountants have real papers. All my lawyers are qualified. Ziali, whatever. There is a place for everyone. There are places which are just so sensitive. People with papers can do it. But others have begun without papers. Trust me. I know powerful preachers who just began with a zeal. Then afterwards we trained them as preachers. That's how they came. So government, this emphasis on papers, yes, is very important for the sake of, channeling things. Protecting, government wealth and everything, but it creates unnecessary bureaucracy, if you understand. So the average Zambian businessman feels like, no wonder they're saying, no, maybe the business environment is favoring foreigners. But also, we are lazy on the other hand. Let me talk to us. You see the balance I was talking about?
Oh, yes.
It's unhealthy.
I actually wanted to come there after you finish talking.
Yeah, so, but we are also lazy. We don't even know you at Pakra, we don't even know you at Zedare, and you're calling yourself a business. A business is born as an idea, but it's only legal when you register it. Young man, young lady, old lady, please, old man, register your business. Let Pakra know about you. If you're an NGO, there's the NGO council. Whatever it is, there's societies and whatever. If you're a preacher, register that church. Make sure you have the papers it takes. Then that protects you.
Oh, yes. It removes you out of the trouble.
FOIABA, they sue you and you're saying you're a business in court. The court won't recognize you as a business. Something about liabilities that quickly I should say. I am not the business. The business is something else. You think you're suing me, but you sue the business based on the type of registration. If I'm gone, the business is not gone, it's there.
It's still there.
So nganaye kwa talon business in afwa. Varapinda vasherepo. But number, if I'm the business, so people and government, they don't want to take such unnecessary risks. You understand?
Oh yes.
Business, no way finance, no way director, and if you're Discipline shows with action, not fepakanwa. How are you living? Tawaishiba capital nisa, working capital nisa, ama dividends takwaba uliafye. Iyo ine mobile money emo pita isha renti, emo pita isha kuforesha wagai.
Emo pita ne show.
There should be a separation of power. Na wanda government ya kwata legislature, executive na judiciary. Bari pusana. Ba president tetwashite fita chief justice. Na chief justice tetwashite fita banana wa MP. Bari pusana. Separation of power. Na business of ya. Baba kashba kashkungana. Na barume kungana. Na business of ya. Yes.
Nawe nicho.
I hope you haven't na dodge the question.
We na yumfika. Okay. Na jafo kuipusha but na mask na jafo kuipusha number for the people. I wanted to ask you about the young ones also because most of them just sit down and say boma ilanganepo. Shan like they just stay there. Yes. Sometimes the work is on paper because of the environment, because of the situation.
Yeah.
So sometimes for them to make it right, they have to break some rules for it to be right.
Yes. So let me, not to cut you short. Government. Every big economy today was built by entrepreneurs. I've done my research. We've seen people who've built America, people who built China today. America and China have been in a trade war for a long time. Why? All of them have big names in business. Now people ask me, "Amaye bonse bakangara mu business ndaraza mbugura mzako." Iwe ugurisa chiwaya oyagurisa IT kairi. Chiwaya yako izafunika wa IT kushita advertise. Na wa IT pia cha advertise. Asambera njara azagura chiwaya. It's like that. Business is an ecosystem because the difference between a mere salary and a business deal is that a business deal really doesn't have a ceiling.
It's broad.
Yes. In other words, na flow. Sometimes chiroma, but ngachawa machira taka. So imagine citizens that month won't say 60% of your citizens who are in business because you've made an environment which is enabling. Chaisa chali la. Imagine the ZRA they are paying to you. Imagine the NAPSA that they are giving their workers to my bonus. Inshinga up them government. So make it a little bit easier. Let these guys, have this enabling environment. It's not fair to Waishwa Banan. I'm not saying that's the situation again. They're under 30. If you're not making too plain, there'll be these accusations. Because they'll feel like a few privileged people are the ones who are having this access. Yeah. And I'm not just talking about loans because that's another big topic. On the other hand, financing of business.
I feel for the loans, people shouldn't actually be encouraged to start off their business with loans.
Okay.
So I feel this is what one of the leaders I know, he mentioned to say, for you to get money, for you to have money, don't go after it.
Okay.
You create value and then the money comes.
Will come after that. That's powerful.
Yes. So if you're getting a loan, you don't have the value. People can't see what you're delivering. People can't see what you're doing. They can't see why they should invest in you.
Yeah.
People will like push you aside and say, let me see first what he's going to do. True. Then I'll help out. So you create value. When you create the value, people when they see the value, they say, let me invest in this. Then
remember what I said, to say when my business was struggling, people were not coming through. It was not attractive. But when that one client came, everybody else came on board. Why? They saw the value we created for that one client.
Yeah.
So I think handling the transition is what is hard. It can be discouraging. The almost moments, trust me, there are times you're confident, you've done your research, you're like, let me pitch, let me do this, then it just goes bad. Keep pushing.
You don't stop.
Yeah.
So how did you manage to handle the competition with your competitors?
That's a
maybe
big
your
topic.
international firms or local firms?
Yeah. I think in my preamble I talked about competing in my own skin. Strategy. The key word is strategy. A strategy is simply a game plan. There is this war, a big war, a business war. This poverty-stricken boy needs to eat. These people that are called partners need their cut. Not that they brought money. They brought their skills. They believed in you. So pay them for their skills. Competition is first of all about differentiation. How do you differentiate yourself from everybody else? What makes you different? Why should I come to you, not the other guy?
Oh, yes.
When you sit down with me, you will feel what you can only feel with me. When I touch your business, it will experience what only my firm can make you experience. No matter how big or small the business you can go to as a supplement or as my competition will give you, they won't give you exactly that. So there's a blueprint called specialization. You specialize in something. You're very good at something. This is your niche. This is what you do well. This is something that they can't take you away from. They can't separate you from this. So, a typical accounting firm or consulting firm will just talk to you maybe about, hey, numbers are not looking like this. No. For us, it's 360. We'll look at many components of your business. Instead of you just complaining that I want to look at how's your sales process. Are your people smiling? Are they looking nice? Are they dressed up well? Are you even keeping them well? It's a whole round. So how did I differentiate myself? For me, I am a very customer-centric guy. You sit next to me, you feel like $1 billion. There's a way I'll just make you feel. I'll tell you I believe in you by the respect I'm giving you. I'll first raise your esteem. People go through a lot. Businesses go through a lot. When you knock on a door of a business, say in Defaco business, they know they have to spend on you.
Oh, yes.
Give them a reason to spend, and it shouldn't feel like an expense. For example, if I come to you, your business, and I can make you 6,000 kwacha extra every month, what can make you not give me even just the 500 kwacha out of that 6,000? Now imagine I come to you, I'm getting that 500 kwacha out of your struggling business. You struggle more, you are 500 kwacha broke because you're now paying me.
Oh, yeah.
So, the painful part is this. As a salesman, sometimes I'll have to spend on my product because I believe in it to give it to you for free. Karaka testing marecha show grounds here paka free is to attract you. Kadiongo. And you see the difference and you buy. People buy value. You just said it.
Oh, yes.
People buy value.
Buy
There are
value.
things that only we can give you as early Josh that you'll never ever find anywhere. Even those who inspired us don't have those things. That's the confidence.
So you just have to create something
Yes.
unique for
And
them
it
to
should be
be-
part of you. It should be very natural with you. Be you. You can't pretend. Fida fuma. True colors are like pregnancy, inside out. To Aisha kaka, but one day we'll see that something is going on.
Chikamoneka.
So that punda for me, not to be biased to faith, but we can't run away from who we are. The thing is, it's a scripture in Psalm 78, 72, talking about David, says he shepherded them by the integrity of the heart and the skillfulness of the hand. For me, that's the definition of business and leadership. How skillful are you? But some skillful people are crooks. And there's a narration like that. There's a narrative. They're craft. They do things. They'll crook because they know the skill. But what is in your heart? The problem is that society is not balanced. Those with good hearts sometimes don't pay attention to skill. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
A good guy, he's just lazy, but he's good. He won't steal from you. He's just there. Oh, Ruth, can I do this for you? And whatever. He will chaff you, but there's nothing to show for. But we need a generation. Young people, I believe in you. The point is, yes, you have a good heart, but build a skill around that heart. Integrity is about, oh, boss, inenga manchta employ. As a sales guy, if you give my firm this product, calculate 500,000. Don't do 490. You failed. Integrity means chaya 500 and above.
Oh, yeah.
Now you have a name. Now you can go back to the negotiation table and tell them this. There's this particular deal, for example, that has grown 300% just in 6 months. 1 year 6, sorry, with this client. And the type of service we are offering, which I won't mention because they might know the client, is not even something to do with sales. It's just nice bookkeeping, nice consultancy of keeping their house in order. They've appreciated, and it's them that for the 3 times over to the questions, it's them who called us back. So guys, I think I'm not paying you well enough.
They
The
called
client
you back, not
sees the
you.
value.
You did
Yes.
follow them,
Because the
but
next
they
thing,
followed you back.
I remember, because we do the book so well, we do everything okay, we are paying. Next thing, they are paying their ZDR, and it's a lot. They're like, guys, why are we paying so much ZDR? I'm like, sir, you're officially a millionaire. No wonder we are paying this much. Why is ZDR calling me for this? I'm like, it's because your sales have gone high. Like, oh, wow, guys, thank you. I think you've done a good job. I'm here. I'm going to put this much. 3 months later, I'm on the end. Back to the negotiation table. And these are partners. But these are partners. It's a firm.
It's a firm.
Yeah, they call you back again. They're like, guys, okay, you know what? For 2026, beginning February, here's what is on the table. Thank you very much. Keep it up. And they've got other people who are even in our sector that we are helping them. It's a thing like, for example, I'm not saying this is the case, but for example, you do accounts for accountants. An accounting firm, you maybe audit them and stuff like that because they want to learn what you're doing, and yeah, that's the way it is. So you build. It's not an overnight thing. It's not an overnight. Just put your papers together. Put your faith together. Organize things. Clients will just naturally come when you're organized.
When you're organized, yes.
And even when I started this one, it's not that there was no account, bank, but maybe it was just a type of bank account which was cheaper for a beginner like me. Not if you for because of a black card.
My for a black card.
That is it. What branding? It's impression. First impression. That is bad. Negative pakabai sana.
Don't quite there, bus. Murefu amambe na black card.
It was faith.
No, it was faith. Yeah, you land up by boy. Move by
no, but
faith.
So today we can do several black cards. Every partner can have a black card, but it's not about no. It's that card has a purpose, and you're not excited no matter how much flows. You know, when you become mature in these things, you're exposed to money. Clients will give you money to hand on their behalf. Transactions for baby that one do if you are not in your own skin. I think if we have a life, whether you're going to call it fate, whether you're going to say God, some things won't just come to your way until you have the capacity. When they come, they'll break you. One of my mentors tells me that here's one thing about God. He doesn't want to waste you and the gift he gives you. So he'll take your time. You as a vessel, you're broken. Now why nabi kamuri yaona? Can shadow sa finger. He cares for you. So sometimes he has to mend you as a vessel because he knows that when the wine comes, it won't be wasted. You're able to sustain it. So do
you think the young people of today, okay, let me just say everyone, all the leaders, business owners, do you think it's right for them to move with that saying that's commonly known as it's not what you know, it's who you know? Do you think that's the correct approach to
business? That's dangerous madness.
Okay.
Who you know is not about systems, it's about people. People get replaced. You know your cadre friend today, his political party is out of power tomorrow. What happens? You're supplying me because you know a cadre who is my friend. What if his government is out and there's a new cadre? What happens to your business?
Because the person you know is not there.
So know the system so well. Follow the right channel. Push. Yes, who you know is important for credibility. That example I showed you.
Oh, yes.
And who you know only recommends you because they know you well and they know what you can do. Not fetch pante. If you know, oyangachaye machani, I'm a print at my t-shirt and whatever. No. It's a whole different conversation. Iyo wengi bairamo kumbo, wengi bafuiramo koliyo. Yes. So know the system. They can't replace you out of the system. When you know bottom, and as a salesman, I was taught, know the CEO, know his second in command, but also know the guy in the garage, because sometimes they were a boss, so know everyone.
Oh, yeah.
So meaning know the system. Even if the guy is fired, you're still in the system. That's what
you still know how it works.
Not corruption. The only corruption you're talking.
To the viewers out there, it has been made clear. Both are important. What you know the system. You know where to start from. You know
who is in the system.
You know who's in the system, and you know where to go to.
Yes.
When you have your product or whatever you're selling.
Or you have issues at the bank.
Yes.
Who
Who
can
to
change
go to.
things for you? Who can give you that visa easily?
Yes.
Because they know you that you won't run.
And it's funny enough, in my statement, everything has been said.
Yeah. So why am I?
You know the system and you know who to seek in the system.
Yes.
So would you just kindly, like, just to conclude the conversation, would you just end up with a piece of advice to the viewers out there?
I'm gonna catch it for Kachepa. This is why we do a lot of master classes and so on. So thank you first to you people for hosting me here. I hope this is not the last time.
Sure.
We can have this conversation one day from another angle. I will start with what I opened with. Every society, every individual, every company has got tremendous potential. It is what you do with that potential that ultimately determines the future. I'm not comfortable with where Zambia is, because I know the potential. It's on books. We have minerals. We have human resource. We have a lot of advantages, but we've not used things to our advantage. Young people, keep pushing. Potential won't feed you. It's what you do with the potential. Take action, and take action now. Act on your goals every single day. Don't let nobody make you compete with them. Compete with yourself. Compete with your goals. And put God first, because ultimately the horse is prepared for battle, but the victory comes from the Lord himself. So let's but remember, Paul says, I am what I am because of the grace. Even if I worked harder more than you, so work very hard and let the grace do its part. Formula yapo.
Yeah,
Efo yaba muntu wanji. Niresa nokubombesha. Fidenda pamo. Tema tanzi eka. Matanzi nguru turatangfya. But na business turageba muntu.
If we care for your balance, just has to balance.
So cheers.
To the viewers out there, thank you very much for staying with us. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have learned something. You have learned where you have to improve. You have learned how to re-strategize your approach, your business, your pitch. You have learned how to just position yourself in the correct space. And one thing a key takeaway from what he just said, that I want you to go through, that I want you to keep at heart is, potential is good, but know what to do with the potential. Because it's more like an idea. If an idea is very, very broad. Another thing one of my mentors said is, what's in your head is not what people are hearing. So you can have an idea. To you, in your mind, it's very broad. You've even seen yourself maybe there. But how you are transforming it, how you are reporting it to the next person is what matters. Thank you very much once more again. I was your host, Ruth Banda. You catch us every Friday on Topstar channel 456 and on Facebook, TBN Zambia. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.